Okay, this is the dull edge where we ask questions that no one asked us and we answer them anyways. So I'm Bobby,
I'm Shay.
and this time we're gonna be talking about love, well, like soulmates and things like that. Not like love, I guess. I don't know.
The
What's our
soulmates. Okay, so here's
yeah?
my first question for you. Do you believe in a one true love?
No,
Why?
1,000%. Because there is
Why?
no way that I'm gonna meet that one Asian person in the world that I'm supposed to be with. Because the odds are like
Okay, let me
not
define
that
a different way
I'm
though.
looking for an Asian person. I'm just saying like the population is this big. I have my
Statistically
arms up
speaking,
this big, and statistically speaking, I would like the likelihood
never
of
meet
me.
them.
Yeah, I will never meet them. So
Okay,
what's the
so
point?
I think of that as more like soulmates, which we'll talk about that in a second too. But no, so when I mean like a one true love is like you're only gonna love for realsies one person in your lifetime, and that is your one
No,
true love. You don't believe
I
in
don't
that
believe
either?
that either.
Why?
Because think about it, like you have a boyfriend, you're like, I love them, and then you don't love them, and you move to the next one, you're like, I love them,
Okay.
and then you're like, well, that was gross. So then you move on, and you're like, no, I love them, and then like you get married to someone, and I'm sure, like, I've never been married, obviously. Well, I shouldn't say obviously
Well,
because no one knows me.
nobody knows you.
Anyways, but like, and I'm sure you love them
Mm-hmm.
1,000%. But say there's those people that like their husbands die or wives
Mm-hmm.
die, and then they
Yeah.
go out and they marry someone else, and they love them,
Okay.
right? Like,
I'm on board with this.
no. So no, I don't believe that.
I don't believe in it either, but I do believe that a person that you finally do commit to does become what you would define as the one true love of your life. Because I thought I was in love once
Yeah.
with the stupid boy we talked about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I thought I loved him.
Yeah.
But then I realized, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ew.
No,
No.
you're like that. Wait. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Never mind.
But
That's
like now I'm married. I've been married 15 years, almost 16, and he has become the love of my life.
oh, sure.
And like I don't know, even if he did die, if I could ever marry somebody else.
See, and I think that a lot of people think that
Mm.
they don't like plan. They'd be like, if you die,
I'm gonna marry somebody else. Well, some people do though.
we I'm free, and we're gonna go again. So
No,
no, I don't think anyone plans that.
maybe not.
But I see what you're saying. We're like, I 1,000%, like you 1,000% are like, you are my ride or
Yeah.
die.
Okay, let me tell you how
That
I figured that out though, because I figured it out before we got married, and like because I had been in love with that other monkey, I realized that there are a lot more important things to falling in love and staying with somebody than just love.
yeah,
Right?
no, for
Love, like
sure.
Twitter patient or lust or whatever you want to
Yeah,
talk about. There's way more important things than that. And so when I looked at Ben, I was like, okay, I definitely love this dude. I love him like so much, right?
hmm
But I want to actually stay with him.
sure, yeah.
And like I realized I'm gonna have to watch that human being die someday, or
Oh
he's
yeah.
gonna have to watch me die someday.
See, and you hope it's you go first.
Yeah, well,
Not
I
to
don't
be that
know.
guy. I hope that I
No,
die first.
I actually hope he goes.
What the frick?
I do because I feel like he'd be a mess without me.
Oh my. See, and I'm like, I don't want to deal this. I don't want to pair up and be like, yeah, darn tootin', and then be like, well, let's try this one more time by myself.
No.
No, I'll go first. Sorry.
Do you know what would be great is if you're within like a day or two of each other, because I've heard
Oh
of like
yeah.
those cute,
Oh
super
yeah,
cute
those
stories where
nice
they like
old
are holding
people.
hands and then they die. Yeah.
Yeah, one dies and then they're like, oh
Well,
well,
there we go. I'm going to.
and then
Yeah. No, but anyway,
yeah,
so but like
no,
I realized I was gonna have to do that. I was gonna have to go through that with him and like,
yeah,
all the being sick and all the everything that you're gonna have to do. And I thought,
yeah,
I love him more than I am afraid of those things.
yeah.
And that's when he became my one true
Oh,
person.
that's
Because
so
I wouldn't have done it for
nice.
the monkey.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
any other guy that I ever dated.
yeah.
I was like, I wouldn't no, I don't want to sit there
There's
and
a
watch you
certain
die.
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
certain point where you're like, well, that's enough of
Well, maybe I
you.
do want to watch him die, but for different reasons.
Any day now, please.
Any day now,
If you
please.
could just
Just roll over.
oh my what the frick? Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh
No. Okay.
no.
So yeah, I believe that they can become your one true love, but I don't think that there's any one set person for you, like a soulmate.
Right.
Okay. So you don't believe in
I don't believe in
soulmates at
soulmates yet.
all.
I don't. No, because there'd be the odds of you finding the person
Mm-hmm.
is impossible. Like if you were lucky enough to whatever, then congratulations. But like I said, the odds are that the person that is my soulmate
Mm-hmm.
is in this area right now
Is
is
astronomically
like
small,
yeah, no. And I hope it isn't. I hope they're
infinitesimally
not
small,
here
rather,
because
not
I don't want
astronomically. Yeah,
yeah, I just no.
that's interesting.
There's this do you believe in a soulmate?
Okay, so Not for myself, no, but like
I'm sure people find
I know,
them.
like in the
Sure.
wide expanse of the universe where almost anything is possible, right?
Yeah.
Maybe such a thing could exist.
Yeah.
And I feel like I saw it one time, but that's it.
Don't say your
Like,
parents
no,
could.
no,
Not
no, oh
not that
no,
I'm against your parents. I'm like
no, they were
those
not
people that are
soulmates at
like,
all. They had to get set up on a blind date, and it was like a near thing. Anyway, um, but no, so like when I was out in Wisconsin, I served an LDS mission out in Wisconsin for a year and a half, and these people that we would go and visit,
were they
they
old?
no, they weren't. They were only maybe 10 years older than we were,
Okay.
and they had two kids, and they were so cute, so cute. But I think they were soulmates.
Yeah.
I really do. I think in the cosmos they were destined to be together
That was
because
it.
they were so perfect for each other, and they knew it the second they met.
Oh my
They
gosh.
knew it. I'm like, how can you? You can't know that. Nobody can know that. Nobody can, but they did. It was the most bizarre thing,
What
and they
the
were
frick?
so in tune with each other. It was like they were like they just moved together and they understood each other so perfectly. And it wasn't
Yeah.
like they were like lovey-dovey. It wasn't like that weird.
It was just like we
Yeah,
complete each other and then we can move
yeah,
together as one.
as one. It
Frick.
was the craziest thing. And so when they said that they were soulmates, I totally believed them.
Yeah.
But I've met other people. They're like, yeah, we're soulmates. I'm like,
You're a lion
you
sack.
have no idea what that means. You're nuts. And then they break up 6 months later, and you're like, see, told you. I guess you're never getting married because that was
Yeah.
your soulmate.
Guess it's over for you.
Yeah. So that's the
Oh,
one
no.
time, the only time I've ever believed in that.
Frick. I hope they're still together.
Oh, they are.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so nice.
Yeah. I keep in. I mean, I sort of keep in touch with them, but I mean, it's
Like the distance, like
the distance, and you don't like
you see
have
them on
anything in
like
common
Facebook or
anymore.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I follow them. Yeah, they're still together. Their kids are all adults now. It's super cool.
Oh,
I know.
that's so nice.
It's fun. I love them. They're so cool. They'll never hear this podcast, but
We should tell them about it.
I should tell them about it. No, they're awesome.
Hopefully they'll be like, oh,
that's them.
We're the soulmates.
They are. They're so awesome. I love them to pieces.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay, so those were all those questions.
Yeah, we have a list of questions, so
Yeah.
we're just gonna keep hitting the points. Is that? Oh, that's all the questions.
That's all the questions I have on that one.
Rick, so do you believe in love at first sight?
Oh, that was the other one we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Right. Love at first sight. No, I don't.
I don't either.
Okay. Well, why?
Because I'm not that person. I'm that person that's like, oh, I kind of have a crush, and I will talk myself out of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, nope, they don't know that I exist, and there's no point in me doing that, and move on along.
Yeah, I don't believe in it either.
I just
like you can't know enough about a person to be in love with them at first sight. Because like, what if they have a terrible taste in music or something?
Oh my god!
Not that that's a deciding factor, but it can be extremely annoying.
Oh my gosh!
It can be very, very annoying.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm like, what if they have like weird?
What if they don't
brush
their
teeth
or something?
Yeah, like,
like whoa,
gross, or like,
deal breaker.
what if they have mommy issues or something? It's like, no, you got to get to know that person before you can be in love with them.
I guess what does it count as love at first sight? So you're saying because there's lust at first sight,
oh,
obviously, 100,000%. But do you mean like love where you're like, I'm gonna marry that guy?
That's what I think. When people say that, like, it's like the movies where it's like, oh, that's the one across the room. I'm gonna fall in love with them, and like birds and butterflies and singing happens. Like, that's BS. It's such BS. I totally believe you can be like super attracted to somebody on first sight, because there's been a couple of guys where it's like, yeah, I do want to get to know you. But then you do get to know them, and you're
interesting.
Yeah. Then you get to know them, and you're like, no.
See, and I can't do that because, I was talking to somebody, and they were like, oh, so you like get it? How do they put it? I like people academically.
What does that mean?
It means like I like to get to know someone because I think they're like what is your deal? What is your problems here?
Mm-hmm.
What is your issues?
So they're not going off looks. They're just going like,
no, like I'm just like there will be people at fencing. I'll be like, I have no interest in you in dating you, but I'm like, what the F is your deal?
What's going on with you?
What is your? I don't want to say your problem, but also problems.
Maybe.
What is your? What's your
situation over there?
What's happening here?
You need to know all the details.
And so I'm like that person,
mm-hmm.
which doesn't not count as love at first sight, obviously, but
interest at first sight.
Yeah, interest and be like, but then that always turns out bad.
Yeah.
This one asks so many questions about me. They must like me. I don't.
No, we just want to know what's going on.
You're freaking weird.
We want to know what makes you tick.
Yeah.
No.
In like they're just interesting, and you're like, oh.
For the most part, I think throughout my life, I've been far too shy to do that to people.
Oh yeah.
Where I've been like, I don't know, shy is the wrong word.
I was shy though. This is
and
now we're off topic, but
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, it's kind of love, shyness. Okay,
It's
you
shyness.
could be shy about falling in love. I don't know.
See, I'm like the worst person though. I've been on like 3 dates.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
So like,
We
yeah.
need to do a podcast
Okay.
about dates because I've been on
Maybe.
some super
Yeah.
fun ones that I need to
I'll
tell
ask
you
you
about.
questions all
Yes.
about them.
No,
dudes.
but the whole love at first sight thing. I wouldn't say I was shy. I was never like too shy to go talk to somebody
Yeah.
and like ask for a date or a phone number or something like that.
You would just straight up be like, "Hey, can I have your phone number? You're that person."
Let me see if I've ever done that. Yeah, I think I have. Been like, hey, you're pretty cool.
Just like I'm at the fair, and you walk up and be like, "Hey, you're like a cool dude."
No, it's like at a friend's house, so it's been like pre-vetted for you. So like
okay.
like
so
you're
like
in a social.
you've established,
Yeah,
and you
there's
know
a
their
social
first and
group
their
going
last
on.
name.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did get set up on a few blind dates like
See, I've
that,
never done that.
yeah, all the blind dates were weird. I'll tell you that.
I think that's hilarious when people are like, "You guys would fit so well together," and I'm like, "You don't know me.
No,
You don't know me at all." I could never have my mom do that because she'll be like, "I bet you'd love this movie," and I'm like, "You've known me my whole life, and I know for a fact I won't like that movie."
I won't like that movie.
So no,
hey,
I
the
don't
blind
know.
date worked out for my parents though, and for my dad, he thought my mom was really cool right from the get-go.
Well, that's
Yeah,
nice.
so he lived in California at the time, and he and his friend wanted to go on a trip. Like they were hippies, it was awesome. They wanted to go on a trip all around the United States, so they did. They just took like 2 months out of their life, didn't have a job, went all around the United States. It was awesome. But when they came through Salt Lake, because that's where my dad's from originally, well, Payson, but that's close enough. When they came through, they're like, hey, let's get a couple girls and go on a date. And so they knew a girl here, and they called her up, and she went with the one friend, my dad's friend.
Right.
And then they're like, here's our friend. Let's go get her. Okay. And so they went on this date, and she almost missed it because she slept in.
Oh, frick.
So she almost missed it. But
slept in? What time was the date? Like 6:30 a.m.?
No, it was like 9 a.m. But she was a school teacher, so, she slept in on the weekends.
Oh, okay. That's
anyway, so they got her, but he said when she came out, he thought she was the prettiest thing he'd ever seen.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's anyway,
so nice.
So they went and they had 3 or 4 days here in Salt Lake, and then, they saw each other every single day. And then he's like, hey, can I write you while I'm gone on my trip? And she's like, yes, please. And so he did. He went on his trip, and every week he sent her a letter, and she couldn't write back to him because he was out in his car. Right. And so he was just hoping this whole time for 2 months that this cute girl back in Salt Lake was enjoying his letters.
That's nuts.
Yep. But then when he came back, they went on that trip in like July, and they were married in November.
Oh, frick.
Yeah, and he was gone for 2 months in the middle of that.
Frick.
So yeah, it was super quick. So yeah, I mean, he said he fell in love with her, like, really fast. Yeah. And obviously she liked him well enough to
accept the letters.
And stuff.
If some person was like, can I send you letters? I'd probably be like, sure.
Absolutely. Of course, you're going all around the United States. Send me letters from wherever you are.
Except I'd be like, no, because I don't want you to know where I live.
Oh, that's he already did. He picked her up.
Oh, that's true. It's too late.
Yeah.
You're going to have to move.
Yeah. So they had a great whirlwind, fantastic. I said November. That's her birthday. They got married in December. It doesn't matter. Whatever. It's still super short.
Yeah, super short, and they weren't there for half the time. So that's.
But
really
man,
neat.
They were married 50 years before he died. So yeah, they celebrated their 50th anniversary, and then 10 months later he was gone. So.
Oh frick!
I know, right?
He's like, that's enough.
Sweet. Yeah. He's like, I made it to 50. We're good.
We're good.
Oh man. All right. Frick. So anyway, a little bit off topic, but yeah, love at first sight? No.
No.
One true love? No.
Soulmates.
If
you're a lucky soul, the one in a bajillion.
And
it's taken. Maybe it's like the Avatar where there's only one per.
Oh, maybe life. One per generation.
When them two dudes die, another one will come about, and that'll be nice. Maybe it won't be in Wisconsin this time.
Well, it's nobody listening to this podcast because those Wisconsinites already got it. Yeah. So done.
I hope they don't die for a long time. Bless you guys if you ever listen. Yeah. So I guess our ending thing will be, let us know in the comments if you agree with us or if you don't agree, or if you have any more love questions, because
that's on theme.
That's on theme right now. It's the middle of. I wouldn't say it's middle of March. It's not. And whenever this comes out, I guess.
Yeah, whenever it comes out. But anyway, tell us what you think. Let us know. We'd love to hear your stories.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.